G'day everyone, and welcome to my favourite city in the Baltics, the capital of Latvia, Riga. My God, it is so good to be here. I am so stoked to be here yet again. It is just so beautiful, especially after being in Lithuania, which I didn't really rate too much. It is an absolute pleasure to be here. It is my favourite city, as I said, in the Baltics, and also it's right up there with Tallinn, Estonia, but I just rate Riga that little bit more. So without talking too much, let's just go for a walk around, and I hope I can show you why this place is just so special. Let's go. Alright, you're just gonna have to excuse my voice yet again. Not 100% recovered yet, but totally on the mend, which is great to feel a lot better. Now, Riga is totally gifted with my favorite place in this city, and that is where we are right now. It has this gorgeous river running straight through it, and my God, how they have done this place. It hasn't changed in the last 7-8 years since I've been here. The landscaping is amazing. I love how they haven't overdone it at all. It is beautiful. As you can see, you got boats going up and down it, water taxis or tourist trips up and down the river. This is one of the tributaries that run off the main river that runs through town, which I'll go to later, and we'll check that out also. But it's just so beautiful just to walk along this river, which we'll do right now for a little while at least. But look at the autumn leaves. My God, it's just so cool to be here during autumn, despite to say it has been raining all morning this morning. That's what comes with autumn and the Baltics. As I've learned, a lot of rain, a lot of cold, but one thing to note is that it's not windy here, unlike Lithuania. So yeah, stoked about that. I'll just leave the river just quickly for a minute, because there's something that I want to show you up here. During spring, or even now, it's still beautiful, but especially during spring, this is the most beautiful garden in front of the National Opera Theatre here on the left. This is the first place I came. Last time I was here, it's the place where I took most of my photos, because what they do here during spring is just beautiful. Obviously autumn, plants are struggling to flower a little bit at the moment, although there is a little bit of colour around still. But yeah, if you're here in spring, come here straight away, because it is stunning. Right, we'll work our way back down to the river and we'll walk along that, as I said, for a little bit, just to show you that side of town. And then my plan is to go for a walk through the old town, some of the old town streets, which are beautiful. And then later today, if the weather holds out, go for a walk along the big river also. There's another cute little boat as well. These places are so beautiful. I can't get enough of it. I'm so stoked to be here again. This is as far north as I'm going in the Baltics this time around. I'm going to switch over to Sweden after this. But yeah, it's a place that I've always wanted to come back to since I was here last time. And majorly just to see the trees, which sounds a bit weird, but we have a little bit of this in Australia with the changing of the trees and dropping leaves in some small towns in Australia, but not on a massive scale like this, and definitely not the colours that you get in the Baltics. So that was my main aim to come here and check that out. People are out and about now. I did go for a walk earlier when it was raining, and there's no one around at all, which makes sense because the weather was really ugly this morning. But yeah, as you can see, that looks like a scout group, that one. So there you go, here's tour groups. You got the hop on, hop off bus tour here as well, which I'm not sure if you need that. This city is quite small and very walkable. It's one of the main monuments in town. Just right ahead there. You go further past that monument there, this city turns into a more modern type area. I might go and check that out later and see if taking a photo there is worthy or not. So yeah, we may see that also. But look at this beautiful park. I have also been here when the weather has been warm, and just these park assets are so well used by the public because they are so beautiful. Just as I've mentioned, you're just really lucky to have this as in the center of their city. Incredible. Jeez, look at all the locks on the bridge here. That'd weigh a ton. Wow. So it took about 4 hours on the bus to get here from Vilnius, Lithuania. A comfortable 4 hours, like you just sit back and cruise and look out the window of the farmland. There's not much to look at really. There's definitely the Baltics in general are generally pretty flat. There's no real mountainous areas that you go through on your trips between the cities, which is a little bit unfortunate. Can be a little bit boring, but hey, still, it's raining outside and you're in a nice comfortable warm bus. Yeah, you can't complain, that's for sure. Wow, look at this here. Look at that tree over there. Just striking yellow colour. Just so beautiful. I don't know if any of you guys are digging the tree colours as much as I am, but it's just, yeah, stunning. It's actually really nice after the rain. I'm kind of glad I got to experience the true autumn weather here. It really has, I don't know, freshened things up. It's perfect for photos right now with the cloud cover. Generally during sunny days it's not that nice, so yeah, stoked that it's overcast and beautiful for photos, which I'll get stuck into a little bit later. What have we got down here? You can just walk along this river for ages and just find beautiful spots just to check out. It actually doesn't feel as cold with the cloud cover and the rain either. It's probably hovering around, I don't know, 7 degrees, so it's actually not too bad, which is brilliant. Oh, that's a beautiful tree, that one. Looks like a little boat shed there. Cute. Anyways, let's go over here. I'll go up to the top of the hill over here and just see how much more we're going to film along the river. If there's not much more to see, then I'll stop it there and I'll head over to the old town and show you around there, because it's definitely worth seeing. It's so beautiful. And noting that this place is so far away from Australia, not many people will have the chance to get to Latvia, so I do want to show as much as possible in this video. Oh my god, it's so nice. Got a path on the other side there. Just beautiful. I'll go out onto this bridge here and call it quits there. There's not much more to see. Further on it turns into a bit of a road with traffic. But there you go. That's the river running through Riga. As I said, so lucky that they've got this. And they know it too. By the way they look after it is a real credit to them, because it is stunning. Alright guys, I'll leave it here and I'll head over to the old town. Righto, we're back again guys. So I just thought I'd walk a little bit out of the main area of the old town just to show you this cool building here. It's actually a part of the National War Museum. I haven't been in it yet, but I love this old building here, and you can see it from wherever you are in town. And the trick with Riga is just walk down every street, because you're going to find gems like this everywhere. So I just wanted to give you a quick peek of this building here and museum that is available for you to check out. Right, I'm going to walk in this direction now down to the main area and I'll see you there. So we've just come up to the main part of the old town now, and from what I can tell about Riga is there's two kind of main squares, this being the first one and another one is further on in that direction. So I thought let's just walk around them both, show you around and show you everything in between. But as you can see, it's beautiful. The only issue that I have with Riga is that it's hard to choose somewhere where to eat or drink. Not because there's a lack of places, quite the opposite. There is so many places to choose from and so many different types of restaurants, cafes, bars. It's so well decked out with hospitality options. It is incredible. And again, during summer, much like the other Baltic towns and towns in the Northern Europe sphere, these places are packed and thriving. So as you can see, they're set up for alfresco. Look at this place right here. They're packed during that time of year because it doesn't get too hot. It's a perfect temperature during summer, and yeah, just such a beautiful place to hang out. But look at these old buildings. At the Colonel Brew Pub and Kitchen there, so well presented, so well maintained. Beautiful alfresco here. Such a shame that the weather's not too crash hot for these areas, because it's actually not too cold today. You can easily sit outside and have a beer, but rain coming and going doesn't allow that. But have a look at this, just so nice. These are just general places, like they've got pizzas, fish, steaks, burgers, etc. Then you've got obviously the Latvian cuisine restaurants. You've even got an Aussie pub here. Not sure if the owners are Aussie or what. They seem to just serve drinks, no food, which is a little bit unfortunate because I was after a chicken palmy or something like that. That would have been awesome right about now. But that isn't going to happen, which is fine. These beautiful shops. So you got shops everywhere, souvenir shops, clothing shops. Looks like a Christmas decoration shop. Group tours are everywhere at the moment. Everyone's like just been waiting for the rain to stop before the group tours commence. Nice little gastro pub here. A few people in there. Looks nice in there. Nice and cozy. Another thing worth mentioning is that Riga is so easy to walk around. I mean, on the actual road, yes, cars are allowed up and down, but I think cars see it as a bit of a nuisance coming up and down these roads, so they try and avoid them as much as possible. So there's bugger all cars anywhere, which is awesome. And cozy area they are. Even these alfresco areas are quite set up for these type of days. I'm assuming tonight there'll be quite a few. Boys are getting into it there. A few beers. Excuse me if you hear me clearing my throat. Still in a little bit of struggle street, but getting there, that's for sure. Kids again. Oh my god. I've banged on about this endlessly, I know, but kids in Europe do not go to school. It's crazy. It's like they're on permanent school holidays. Straight into the candy shop. Good on them. And this is another square here. A beautiful square, this one, with the surrounding old buildings. Again, it's very different to the other squares of the other cities where they've put plants in the middle, an activity centre or activity area in the middle instead of just leaving it bare. Probably because all the old cobblestone's been removed, so a bit of history and feeling has been removed perhaps. So they've tried to, I don't know, replace that with something nicer. This looks like a stage or activity area here, but yeah, the surrounding area and the buildings are beautiful. Right, so I'll just go down now, back down to the main street here. I'll see what's here. If nothing, I'll pull a pin there. Actually, no I won't, because I'll just go around here and show you this cathedral through this street. It's funny in these old cities how quickly you get used to the layouts and directions and whatnot. It only took me about half an hour to get my head around everything yesterday and remember things and where they were from when I was last here. Wow, this is super busy now. There's 0 people here when it was raining before, which was really nice. Nice, so nice. I should mention, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat, it's to keep my head warm. My beanie that I bought, I can't remember where I bought that, in a previous city is so uncomfortable, so I've got to go shopping for another beanie. But yeah, that is why I'm wearing a hat. Not because it's sunny, because I probably won't see any sun while I'm here. Alright, I'm going to leave this here and I'll relocate. Cheers guys. Alright, we're back. That was a very quick 50-metre walk. Just wanted to show you this quickly, how Riga have really got onto the entertainment side of things. It's definitely not a boring place. Not only do the pubs and bars prove that, but the presence of these super fun bike pubs. I hadn't seen these here last time, but it really just tells me that they're embracing the pub culture here, because it's definitely a pub culture. I don't know if that's an ugly word or not, and I don't think it is an ugly word, but it's definitely a pub culture, and I bloody love it. So it's a place to come and have fun, and good on them for embracing that, I say. Alright, I'll check back in again soon. So this is exactly what I mean by go up any laneway or under any archway and just see what's up there. Let me show you why. Just walking past this area here, I hadn't been up here before and thought that looks cool. Let's go check that out. You come into this area here, huge big bar area, probably open or popular, well, obviously on weekends, but I'd say this probably gets going on a weeknight also, given the music is on now. And then you just come into this beautiful old courtyard. Have a look at that, surrounded by incredible old buildings, Such a cool place for a bar. I would love to own that. It's amazing. Look at that. You could go for days in this city. It's this apartment building, not too interesting. And you go through this archway here. So old. Into another courtyard. We got St. John's Church there. I just can't get enough of this place. And you go, boom, look at that. Not a bar there, right across the road from this beautiful cathedral here. Different kind of sculpture right there, that's for sure. I'm assuming it gives you luck if you touch their noses, because those noses have been touched a lot. Ah, this is just beautiful. Even that apartment building there, no, it looks new. I love the way they've done the brickwork though. They made it really fit in with this area. Such a good job. Yep, bloody love it. Right, I'm going to continue walking and I'll turn it back on when something interesting pops up. Okay guys, so I've just arrived at the area that has the biggest concentration of pub type bars, particularly English and Irish bars. So let's go check it out. Now this is totally different from yesterday. Yesterday there must have been a soccer match on or something. There's a heap of English people here singing their songs and cheering on and having some beers when I arrived yesterday. So much quieter today. I don't know whether they're on a tour and they're all friends or what, but yeah, as you can see, it is just lined with bars in amongst a really beautiful street to have some beers on. And it goes in every direction. I won't walk up there because we've got to walk back down this way. It's the most interesting area. I think you may have noticed on a little bit of a sidestep from there, you may have noticed on a few of my videos now, people looking in bins. Europe are doing a really awesome job of giving people 10 cents per bottle that they pick up. So you don't see a bottle laying around anywhere. I guess the underprivileged people are all searching in bins and cashing in these bottles and cans. Such a great initiative. I know we've got something similar in Australia, but that is why you see so many people looking in bins, because a lot of people are cashing them in at the moment. And hopefully that keeps on going, because it's a great initiative not only for the environment but also for those people to get some extra cash. That's an awesome souvenir shop, that one. How many things in there. Have a look in the window here. Look at that. That's awesome. I'll just walk around the corner up here a little bit and see what else we can find. More bars, bars, bars. Tiki bar there, they're always good. An appropriately named bar there called Sloshed Karaoke. It just keeps on going and going and going. So yeah, you can imagine this area on a Friday and Saturday night, or any night during summer, it would be packed. Alright, that's all of this area. I'll just walk back a little bit and have a look in some of the places. We've got wine and pizza bar there. That looks nice. Well, it's quite big, it goes back a fair way. I might, just thinking about it, come back tonight as well and just see if this place is more lively, because it'd be good to show you during that time as well. So I'll cut this video here and come back later and see what it's like. But if it's the same, then we'll leave it there. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, so I've just gone out to the old town now, and it's to a park that is the most pretty little park that you're ever likely to see. So I'll just turn the camera around now, or get my head out of the way, and I'll show you why. Simply because it has the best trees in it. And it is the most photogenic little park that I've seen for quite a while. And these trees are so perfectly placed, perhaps on purpose, I'm not real sure, for taking a photo of them and the cathedral in the background. I'll just line it up here and I'll show you why. Just look at a beautiful red on that tree there, the yellow on that tree there, and a stunning cathedral in the background there. Looks more mosque like, that cathedral, that's for sure, but just a cute little park. And then another interesting feature of this place is this old stag over here with literally hundreds of bird / animal boxes on it. And it kind of looks like they're all being monitored electronically, or they're just lights and it's tricking me. My environmental mind thought, oh, that's a cool idea, a whole community of boxes on a tree, they can all live together, but it may be just lights. I'm not sure, I'll have to research that later. But back to the park. How beautiful. Right, I'm going to keep on walking and try and find some more places for you guys. Cheers. G'day, so I've just moved 50 meters away from my last stop and have found exactly what I was looking for. Check this out. How beautiful is it to go for a walk in here? You guys are going to be so sick of me banging on about autumn and these trees, but to me this is just so special, and it's exactly why I travel, to see beautiful things. And I guess that is part of my motto with regards to Traveller Sam, is putting beauty into people's lives, especially lives of people that are not as fortunate as I am to travel. And I'd like to bring these things to you guys so then you can see them through my footage, which for me is just an absolute privilege to bring it to you all. Anyways, let's just turn back now. So where we were just before is just down there basically. The cathedral's down there, that beautiful red tree's down there, and I found this as I was just walking up here. Again, I'm walking on the wrong side. I will never get used to walking on the right hand side and confusing the absolute hell out of people. Apologies to everyone. Alright guys, I'm going to continue walking and I'll pick it up again soon. Bye. Hey guys, so as I walk back into town, I just thought, let's just walk along the river now and film it, because it's simply too beautiful not to. Have a look at this. It's just perfection. Rain has just started to come down again now, lightly as well. Hopefully it doesn't come down too hard, but I'm just going to walk the length of this river now back to the old town, and yeah, show you guys this place from an opposite view. So nice. Just gonna get my camera out quickly here and take a quick photo of the boat. Perfect. Alright. Sure you're all aware of my amateurish operation by now. So yeah, you won't mind me stopping and taking photos, that's for sure. So what can we talk about? Latvia. It's almost 2 million people that live here now. There is now. 2024 there was 1.8. So small country in size, small country in population. Unlike Australia, massive country in size, and for its size a relatively small population as well. Yeah, it's on the Baltic Sea, massive river running straight through it. But so for example, my next train will be to Riga, which is inland still, but it's only about an hour, and then another train to Ventspils, which I think is about another hour also. So a small country, but as you've seen, a very beautiful country. I was just looking at these rock walls up here, old historic rock walls. I'll have to research them a bit later. If anyone wants to chime in, as you guys have been a lot lately with regards to my videos, and tell me more facts about what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing and what I'm showing in my videos, go right ahead. Particularly videos of Bulgaria. You guys have all been so passionate about where you live, and it's really, I don't know, made me aware of presenting these videos in the best way that I can, while being also honest. I know people have been a little bit offended by what I've said about a few places that I haven't really liked, or especially with regards to their environmental controls, I guess you could say, litter and pollution and whatnot. But just what you know, I am speaking honestly and I'm not making anything up, and it's basically what I see in the 2 or 3 days that I'm there. So of course I haven't lived there for very long and I don't know the places in depth, but the idea of these videos is just to give people a surface level look of the places that they may want to visit and what they'll see when they get here. Disembarking from the boat. What's that? So it says a 50-minute to 1 hour trip on that boat. I don't know whether you need to do that, to be honest. Yeah, it'd be nice, but I think it'd be a little bit boring. Definitely walking along the shore here is enough for me, that's for sure. Alrighty, I'll just go up to the main road here and call it quits. As I said earlier, I'll walk to the main river now and show you that. Although there's not much to look at, but it is quite a big river, and well, for me it was pretty impressive. And then tonight I'll go for a walk through the bar area and just see it's a little bit more lively, to show you guys what it's like at night time on a weeknight during autumn. And then we're back out to probably the most photograph spot in Riga. Boom. Oh, there was one other place I just walked straight past it before, and I was going to myself, why did I walk past it and not show you guys? It's really quite pretty. Adjoining this park that I was telling you about is the nicest little tea house slash restaurant that during any weather would be beautiful to sit in and eat and drink your day away. So that's the National opera theatre there that we saw on the first snippet. And then you've got this beautiful tea house here. How nice. Definitely a place for first dates. But yeah, really nice. Right, rain's coming down pretty hard now. I'm going to call it there, and I'll pick this up later. Thanks guys, bye. G'day guys, so we're away from the peacefulness and the tranquility of the old town now, and we're down on the banks of the beautiful River. So let's check it out. As you can see, it is a huge river. It's probably, I don't know, 300-400 meters wide, perhaps. You do have river boats going up and down every now and then. Probably not as busy as what it probably would be in summer. That weird looking building over there is the National Library of Latvia. And an old railway bridge there. There's a monument further on from there. And just a nice riverside walking destination. So I'll cross over now to the other side of this bridge here and give you a look at the upper river. Not on the upper river, at the upper river. I'll pick it up there. So we're on the other side of that bridge now, as you can see behind me. And I was just thinking to myself as I was walking here, going, they should put this road through a tunnel underground and make this into a riverside promenade with all restaurants and bars lining the river. Of course that would cost billions, but what an amazing idea that I just had. That would be amazing. It would be so good. This river is beautiful. This promenade, especially up here, is beautiful. Love these trees once again. It's just such a shame that the main road of Riga runs directly parallel with one of the best places in town. So come on, Latvia, Riga Council or whoever, put this traffic underground through a tunnel the length of the river, turn this road into parkland and have some cafes and bars along here. Because look at this space, it's beautiful, love it. Perhaps leave this promenade here as a walking area, then back there, restaurants, bars, cafes. Make use of this stunning asset. One thing also worth talking about is when you come to Riga, stay on the side that I'm on now. Don't stay on the other side that we're looking at right now. So you got the Radisson Blue Hotel there, you got a Ferris wheel behind there, a couple of other office buildings there. If you stayed on that side of the river, you would be constantly walking across this bridge to get to the old town. Yeah, it'd be a complete waste of time. The accommodation in the old town is reasonably priced. Stay on the old town side. Do not stay on that side. Even if you like staying in a Radisson hotel, definitely not worth it. So yeah, that's just my point to make, and hope you like this view of the Riga River, which I'm sure I'm saying wrong, but hey, all good. You get what I mean, because it's the only river really running through this part of the world. All right, cheers guys. I'll pick this up again later when it gets dark and people come out to play. Cheers, bye. G'day guys, so it's coming up to 7 o'clock in the evening now, and I thought let's just go for a walk around to show you Riga at night time, because it is beautiful. And the weather has totally cleared to the point where there was a sunset, there was actually sun. I was amazed. But yeah, Riga is so lovely at night time, just how they have done it. And this cathedral here is probably the first stop. I love this cathedral. I love that green upper part. You can go up in this cathedral and get a good view of the city, but I just love how they've lit up each of the windows, not over the top. It's just really, really beautiful. So I'm not going to talk too much in this photo. I just thought, let's go for a walk around and show you Riga by night. Restaurants are all beautifully lit up. And we'll just go over here. Not many not many people out and about. I thought I'll do this area first and then I'll transfer myself over to where all the bars are, just to see if it's a bit more lively over there. I haven't been there yet. I'll just go down here, because also one of my favourite cathedrals is just down here, and it also looks beautiful at night time. Really love how they've, as I mentioned on the other cathedral, lit them up. They haven't lit up the whole building, it's just certain parts of the buildings. And it just looks amazing. So this cathedral here says that it was built in 1334, and then looks like it was renovated in 1999. So super old and super good renovation. Still heaps of people around, group tours and the like. I'll just quickly go around now to one of the squares and see what's happening in there. Looks like another place to get warm wine and beer up here. You can see with the, as I said in a previous video, red lights are a dead giveaway for that. They're not like red lights in other cities in other countries. I mean, the red light district, these are places where you can find usually warm alcoholic drinks. That looks really nice. There's a few people in there, but not as much as what I'd expect. So we'll continue on walking. See what else we can see down in the square. Plenty of people out and about. Maybe just checking it out like I am, not actually going into anywhere. So happy there's no rain tonight. It's actually the perfect night to walk around. There's no wind. It's not overly cold. It's probably hovering around 7 degrees. Temperature obviously definitely drops at night time, but super nice area there. That place there looks more enclosed, hence there's a couple of people in there. Gastro Pub Abbey here. Wow, super popular in there. It's a bit classy for a pub. Pasta restaurant here. Italian is a big influence everywhere. And we'll just go down to this square here, see what's happening, if anything, and if nothing, as I said, I'll go to the bar street and check it out. Well, I call it Bar Street, I'm sure it's got another name, but Bar Street seems most suitable to me. Yeah, just nothing going on. Wow, just empty. Well, outsides are empty, even insides of these places are empty. What is that saying? Just walked through past a few places and had quite a few people in there, but these places have got no one. Looks like they need to work on their prices and menus and their food offerings perhaps. It's always the most obvious thing when a restaurant is empty in a place like this, in a beautiful setting like this. Why is there no one here? There's a couple of people inside, but definitely not many. So, yeah, definite giveaway. Be competitive. Get your prices, get your menu, and get your food right. So many people. It's most people I've seen here. Definitely outside of the tourist season. There's a lot of people going further north at the moment to see the Northern Lights. It is Northern Lights that time of the year for Northern Lights. And also another thing that I've forgotten to talk about is there's been a bit of news on the media with regards to people not coming to the Baltics due to the threat of Russia and Putin. That feels like a media blow-up, as most of those things are. There's no threat whatsoever here. There's no feeling in the air that these people are in danger at all. So yeah, you are safe here. I feel totally safe. Have not felt more safe on the trip, really. These countries are incredibly safe, and as I said, there is no threat at all from that psychopath just east of here. So still come here, still enjoy it. It's an amazing place. I just thought I wanted to say that because I've heard a lot of media reports of people not coming to the Baltics or any of the countries near Russia because they're scared. No reason to be. Alright, I'm going to go over to Bar Street now and check it out. G'day again, guys. So welcome to the final cut of the Riga video. Now, I am about to walk through what I regard as the most beautiful part of the city at night time. It's an area where I walked through before, through some archways, and wasn't sure what was through there. And I told you guys just to walk through every archway, every street, every alley that you can, because you never know what you're going to find. But at night time, this area is so beautiful. So let's go for a walk through there now. It's going to be really hard to leave Riga before the weekend. Yet again, my timing hasn't been too crash hot with regards to staying places or awesome places during weekends. I really wish I was here on a weekend, but unfortunately Australians can only stay in Europe for 90 days, and my 90 days are coming to a very quick end. So yeah, have to rush a little bit now to get to where I need to go to leave Europe, unfortunately. Hence not being able to be here on a weekend. So sad, but I may return one day. We shall see. This area is just beautiful. It's so peaceful. Old mate here is on his recorder banging out some tunes, which makes it sound really nice. Nice is this restaurant here. No one there. Oh, there's a few people inside this one. It is really nice. Restaurant bar. Straight across the road from the beautiful cathedral. Stunning. 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 Right, let's go through the archways that I went through before, but we'll go in the opposite direction. It'll be interesting to see if this bar down here now is open or if it's just open on the weekend. Oh, this is so nice. Feels like we're in the medieval days. Oh, a few people in here. Definitely not as many as what would be on a weekend. love this area so much. And I should light that area up there up. Just a few lights up there would be really nice. I'd have some stairs going up there with some tables as well, and add that to the bar. Right, we're coming out into Bar Street. If I've got my directions correct, it should be down here. If it's not, which it doesn't look like it is, I'll cut it here and then I'll rejoin again in Bar Street. Right, cheers. Righto guys, so this is the final video. I was only about 100 meters off. Can be a bit of a rabbit warren, the old Riga, when it wants to be, but we're back on track now. This is the street with all the bars. Now, I have picked up, now I've kind of really sensed it. There's a bit of a bogan feel down here that comes with mainly English tourists being here. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. It is probably the less classy part of town, that is for sure, but still would be pretty fun on a weekend, I reckon. Or I know, because I've experienced it before and I'm sure it's the same 8 years down the track since I was last here. We're in the most lively part of town, but definitely not lively at all on a cold weeknight like tonight. That's easily the most people sitting outside there. There's that Funny Fox Bar. So, Funny Fox Bar, most people are outside so far. This place looks quite nice actually. The Sherlock Holmes. Huge drinks menu. Not a bad food menu. It looks really nice inside. It's like an old English pub. This place needs to wipe down its tables. There's no rain predicted tonight and all those tables are wet. Super uninviting. Bad management. And that's pretty much about it. That was a super fast walk through Bar Street. Let's see what's around the corner here, if nothing. There's not much, just the tiki bar and a slosh bar here, which have no people in it. I might walk back up through Bar Street again quickly and end the video for Riga up the top. There you go, 40 shots in this bar for €20. Highly doubt you can choose what shots you want. Probably watered down, no doubt, but who knows. It's nice down the street. It's at the Rock Cafe there. Again, they have not wiped down their tables. Tables are all wet, chairs are all wet. Get onto it, guys. Get some heating outside as well. These places even know how to run a bar properly. Doesn't look like it. In this place, undercover, no heating, tables are wet. That's just crap. But the word crap does not fit in with Riga at all. As I mentioned in the previous video earlier today, Riga is stunning. It is so beautiful. It is my favourite city in the Baltics. Tallinn, Estonia is up there as well, but Riga takes the cake. It's a great city. Come here if you can. And if you can't, then just know it's beautiful. And hopefully this video has showed you how beautiful it is. Anyways, I'll end this here and I will upload again if Kaldinga or Ventspils is anything special, because I've never been there. It's also in Latvia, staying one night in each place, so we'll see what it's like. Until then, see you later and thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.